All right, whenever you're ready, Megan, go ahead.
How long have you been involved in student council or some form of student leadership team?
Since 7th grade, all the way since middle school.
Why did you first join?
Because I wanted to be able to do something for the school, and I wanted to feel like I was making a change.
Have you been involved in student leadership all through high school?
Yes.
What other leadership positions have you held?
I'm vice president this year, and then I've always been a rep for whatever grade I've been in.
What projects have you been involved with this year?
Trunk or treat, both blood drives, one homeless night. Oh, what else is there? Adopt a family. We did that one this year. Tyler, help me out. What else did we do?
Men in Tights, Mr. RP.
Men in Tights, Mr. RP.
Several community.
It kind of all just builds up. You
organizations.
kind of lose track of it all.
Yeah. What is your favorite project that you've done with the student council this year?
Right now we're working on Relay for Life, and that's a really awesome project to raise money for the American Cancer Society. And it's a big event, and it's outside of more than just our high school. We're involving the whole community, and I'm really excited to see how that goes.
For the election this year, what did you do campaign-wise?
Posters, Twitter was a big help. Facebook, just word of mouth, told people my plans and how I wanted to make the school a funner place for everyone, and hopefully that worked.
Why did you want to be president?
Because I feel like I can make a difference, and because I absolutely love leadership, and I absolutely love doing things for the school. Oddly enough, I love our school. I love everything we do here, and so I'm hoping I can make it even better than it is already.
Are you going to make any changes during your presidency next year?
I'm going to try. They won't be major just because I don't have that sort of power, but I'm hoping to make the school a little more enjoyable for everyone by getting them more involved with leadership and student senate and getting more projects out there that the students want to see.
What is the most exciting prospect of the coming year?
Everything. It's going to be senior year, and I think it's going to be a really good one.
What's the most rewarding part about the projects that you do with student council?
How it makes the people feel that we work for. Like with the blood drive, we save lives. And with the bone marrow swab, that's another one I forgot, we are hopefully finding a match for someone who otherwise wouldn't survive. And with Adopt a Family, we're providing someone a Christmas. And it's just all the little things we do. And with Special Olympics, we provide someone sports equipment and the ability to travel to games. It's just the fact that we're going outside of ourselves and outside of our high school to give other people the opportunity to do things.
What is Student Senate's main goal?
To properly represent the student body, as well as be good leaders and role models.
What went through your head when you found out that you were elected?
I was in class, so it was really awkward because I wanted to be happy, but Mr. O'Neill was right there and we were learning trig. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be here and be really happy, but I can't get too excited because Mr. O'Neill will just laugh at me. So it was exciting, but I had to keep myself calm.
What was the best part about student council for you this year, or like the best thing that you did in student council this year?
Ooh. Each project means something else, like different to me, and I help each different group of people that I help means something to me and hits me in a hard place because it makes me so happy the fact that I can do something for other people other than myself. But one project I really, really enjoyed was a really simple bone marrow swab, just because there's a family in Overland Park who, most of you saw the video, has 4 sons. All of them have a disease where they cannot make their own bone marrow. And so these boys rely on bone marrow transplants every 3 weeks. And we did a swab that will be able to provide matches to people just like those boys who need this to survive. And it just was really amazing to feel like I can make a difference in whether somewhere else lives or dies.
What were some of the challenges that you had to overcome this year in student council, if any at all?
There were some, like organizing myself properly and realizing that everything I do isn't just for me, it's for everyone else. So there's more weight on the projects I do. It's not like if I don't do it, I'll get a bad grade. It's if I don't do it, someone else won't be able to go do something that they enjoy. So it was realizing that there's more than just me and properly working as a team and delegating.
How much do you think your experience as a vice president this year will help you being the president next year?
Oh, immensely. I dove in very deep this year with projects and with working as a team with the executive council that I feel like it'll give me a proper step forward and strength for everything I need to do next year.
What about, talk about the other executive council members, just briefly the secretary and the treasurer and the vice president. Talk about them.
Okay, our vice president this next coming year will be Cole Kuiper. He's a really cool kid, and he is willing to do anything you need, and that's really awesome, the fact that he steps up to the plate. Siri O'Day, she'll be the treasurer. She's the exact same way. She's really smart, and she's going to be great with the money. And then Alex is the secretary, and she's also working Relay for Life, and she's really responsible and organized, and you definitely know if you need to get something done, you can give it to any of those 3 kids, and they're going to get it done. I think we have a really good year ahead of us.
You've talked a couple times about Relay for Life. Can you just explain a little bit more about that, when it is, just a little bit more about that?
Relay for Life is a walk to raise awareness for cancer. It will be June 14th on our high school field. It will go from 6 p.m. on the 14th to 6 a.m. the following morning. It's a 12-hour walk to simulate what it's like for the journey of someone with cancer. There's the darkness, and then there's the dawn, and it's to raise awareness as well as to raise money for the American Cancer Society so they can help people travel to where they need to go for their treatments or get wigs and turbans or stay in the Hope Lodge, just things that we seem to take for granted for the people around us who have cancer but also may have money. It's the things that people need, and it's going to be a really great way to raise awareness and a great way to get together in the community. And it's going to be the 14th, and it's going to be a great event.
What are some things that you want the student body to know about you? Whether it be your personality, the goals that you have for next year, what is the main thing that you want the student body to know about you?
That they shouldn't be afraid to talk to me. If they have something they want to change or something they want to talk about, that I'm here to listen, and I will do what I can, if their request is reasonable, to try and make the school a better place for them, because I feel like no one should be afraid to come to high school. No one should be wanting to leave every day. It should be somewhere where people want to come and want to learn and want to grow as a person.
I know a lot of students come to student council, and ask about changes. Well, what can student council do to help change the school? Can you kind of describe that process of how student council goes about trying to implement policy changes for the school?
Mm-hmm. First, what happens is someone comes to us with an idea. That's the first step. And we say, all right, whether it's a reasonable idea or an absurd idea, we go from there. If it's reasonable, we talk to the rest of the student body and see if that's something they want too. We make sure it's more than just one certain group of the school who feels like that's a reasonable request. And then we go to the administration. And the administration is usually where it stops or goes further, because they have the most control and they know what's best for our school, what we can do within our school, and what's reasonable. And from there, they also help us carry that baton and get things carried out.
What is some advice that you have for any new members that are going to be in student council next year?
Take it all in and be a part of every single project you can. Because it's not like, this isn't something to go on a resume. This isn't something that other people will look at you and think, oh, they're just doing that to get further on a resume or further in school or to get ahead. But it's something where you feel like a better person after it, and you feel great because it's you going outside of yourself and helping your school and helping other people. And it really gives you a grasp on humanity and that we really all bleed the same blood, and it's just something that can make you stronger within yourself and stronger within your life.
All right. Is there anything else that you'd like to add before we end the interview?
It's going to be a really good year.
All
I'm
right.
really excited.
Thank you very much.